This is not a video I wanted to be making about a game that has been out for less than a month, and here we are raising the question, is Hyperscape dying? Welcome everyone. Today we're going to be talking about Hyperscape, the future of Hyperscape, and why this game has lost its interest these past few weeks. In the last week, this game has averaged 1,000 to around 3,000 viewers over on Twitch, and although some of you guys might think Twitch is not a reliable source for how many people are playing the game, Twitch does give us a rough idea on how many people are interested in a particular game and watching particular streamers play this game. And let's not forget, Hyperscape has been built with Twitch integration in mind. Viewers can vote for in-game events, streamers can invite viewers to their Hyperscape games, and Hyperscape is by far the biggest game for Twitch integration. And right now there are games that are about 4 or 5 years old that people have forgotten about that are ranking higher than Hyperscape. Believe it or not, I've done a lot of research as to why people have lost interest in this game. I've taken a look at why streamers think this game is going to die. I've gone over to Reddit, have looked at other people's reviews and opinions on why this game isn't doing as well as other battle royales, because let's not forget, the beta has been out for less than a month as of making this video, the open and closed beta together. So this game should be popping right now, and it's not. Now, I think there's one very simple answer as to why this game isn't as big as it should be, and that's purely because it's not noob friendly. This game has such a high skill gap to the point where below average players won't actually be able to enjoy themselves, and this is the biggest problem with Hyperscape. When it comes to any battle royale game, any multiplayer tactical shooter game out there, about 90% of players are below average, and probably about 10% are actually very good players. In fact, this game has such a high skill gap that if you're a below average player, you'll be lucky to get 1 or 2 kills. The time to kill in this game is so high that even if you land the first couple of shots into enemies, very good players have enough time to turn around and then easily outgun you. It's not like other games such as Warzone, where if you land the first couple of shots, you're likely going to win the gunfight. Hyperscape is completely different, and this arena style shooter is purely made for the high time to kill and the very high skill gap. Now, I'm not the only one that thinks this. There are hundreds of people over on Reddit that think the same thing, and let's take a look at what Tfue had to say about Hyperscape.
The real question is, how boring is Hyperscape? Hyperscape's easily the most enjoyable game right now. Hyperscape has minimal in it, and it rewards aim. So for me, Hyperscape's the least frustrating and most skill rewarding game. The problem with Hyperscape is I don't think it's going to do well because it takes skill, so that's probably just going to make the game die. Majority of the gamers nowadays are extremely untalented and complete and total dog, which is fine, but any game with actual skill is never going to succeed. They have to make games like this where you just die to random 24/7.
Now, after rewatching Tfue's thoughts on the current state of Hyperscape, I'm not looking forward to censoring out his language. He must have sworn about 10 times, and oh boy, I'm not looking forward to editing this video. You're watching this after I've edited it, but let's just say it took me ages. But in all seriousness, what he's saying is absolutely right, and this is what majority of the Hyperscape community are saying. Now, I consider myself a slightly above average player. I've been playing shooting games for many years, so I love the time to kill in this game. Any good talented player will love Hyperscape, but the problem is that the priority is getting the below average player to enjoy this game, because that's what's going to bring in the numbers, and that's the most important target for any gaming company that releases a new AAA title. And right now, I think it's fair to say Hyperscape is in a lot of trouble, and this makes me very sad and quite upset, because I love the game. I've fallen in love with Hyperscape purely because of its movement, the abilities, everything about it is amazing. But I do understand that if I'm a casual below average player that just wants to get on the game, have a good time, then Hyperscape really isn't the game for you. There's not much downtime in Hyperscape, so usually you're in the action all of the time. It's not like Warzone where you have a lot of downtime, you go into helicopters, cars, and there's also that fun aspect of just enjoying the visuals of the map. Hyperscape is different. You're always going into gunfights, and that is truly the main part to this battle royale. Now, of course, the game hasn't come out on consoles yet, and I'm actually very thankful it hasn't. Some of you guys watching might be thinking, why are you happy the game hasn't launched on consoles yet? Well, this is why. Hyperscape now have the opportunity to change things in the game to suit below average players before the game launches on consoles, because it's all about creating a first impression. At the moment, I think they've ruined it for PC players. They've lost a lot of casual PC players purely because they've released the beta with this crazy high time to kill and this really high skill gap. But now they have the opportunity to change what they need to change and then give people on console a good first impression. Console has the largest player base, so they're the most important target, and if they can sort out a few issues to make it more fun and casual for everyone, then I think this game has a chance to save itself. And by the way, I'm not just basing the current state of Hyperscape by looking at Twitch viewers. I'm also looking over on the Reddit community, looking at YouTubers. A lot of big streamers and YouTubers just don't want to play the game anymore, and that's not because the game is bad. As Tifu said, it's one of the most enjoyable games right now if you're an above average player, but streamers aren't going to stream it and big content creators will not do videos on it if the game isn't that big. But nonetheless, I'm going to wrap this video up here. I just wanted to express my concern with you guys on Hyperscape and give you my thoughts on the current state of the game. But nonetheless, I'm going to wrap this video up here. Thank you all for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll catch all of you guys out in another brand new video.